Okay, so for real, I thought I'd do a quick rose video, and Sadie was way over in the corner of the yard over by the fence. I was like, come on, Sadie, I'm doing a video. And she just looked at me. Sorry about all the traffic, hold on. And then I pulled out my camera, and she started walking toward me. Oh my God, this cat, dude. She's like, wait, cameras? Oh, I will be part of this. Wait a minute. All right, I told them. I know. Okay, so we're gonna be, this is the North Berm. I thought I'd start here. So all the roses are coming up. It was hot as shit yesterday. I think it was 101. So some of them are a little bit crispy, but today it's nice and cool. So there's lots of little strawberries that are green, and then the roses are starting to come up. And of course, Sadie's right here. Hi, a little drive-by. And this is a fun bush because it's got like 2 different color roses on one bush. And it's a little bit windy. So this rose actually is like peach and pink. And then this rose is pink. And there's a little peach bloom next to it. I guess that's kind of funky with the wind, huh? And like that's a pink one and that's a peach one. And so it's just kind of a trippy to have all these different colors on the same bush. Yeah, Sadie's like, dude, just make sure you keep me in the video. And the lilies are very close, so that's fun. Hi, Sadie. And so the ice plant is still, like, I guess, asleep. It goes to bed, and then it has not opened up yet. But all of these roses are coming up. And so like these two, this one here and this one here, came from the St. Francis garden and back, which I'll get a video of because that thing is just congested anyway, even after taking out. I think there's a rose over where we just were from that garden. But hi, Sadie. It just, I don't know how those roses grew so much, but, and here's this blue salvia that's looking really pretty. And the lilies aren't quite here yet. Hi. I should name them garden and Sadie videos. Oh, excuse me. I should name them Sadie and garden videos. Excuse me. She should get the headlining. Of course, she should get the headlining. So the phlox is still all right. Some more of the ice plant that's still asleep. This is this big yellow guy that came in one year. I have no idea. It must be one of those things that a squirrel planted. I think this red thing was here. Some of the things in the yard were here. We just had to dig it out. And speaking of digging out, what an excellent segue. We did dig out some of the, and by we I mean Jeremiah, dug out some of these grasses that were just kind of going a little crazy. Am I creating a shadow everywhere? Well, that's how it goes sometimes. So the inside of this part. And then the milkweed's getting pretty tall. It's probably almost up to my chin. And it's not quite pink, but it's trying. We have these pots. I think I showed you this already, but just they look a little bit better now that they've calmed down from the shock of being planted. And the fairy garden. And I really like this pot. I'm going to try not to swing my camera too fast. These colors are really cool. It's like kind of a light royal purple, and then there's like a magenta. And then I guess this thing is a snapdragon. It's supposed to be really red, but it looks to me like it's also that magenta color. So who knows? Who knows how it's going to come out? I'll come over here and get this side here. Yeah, like this color here is really cool, and it's very cool with the purple. So we'll see what happens. Oop, hello. I still can't believe she came running when she saw the camera. She's like, well, of course I came running when I saw the camera. I mean, geez. I have my fans. I got to get my likes. All right, so these lilies are almost here. And it's definitely like just the very, very end of iris season. I just cut a bunch more down, but just the purple ones remain. And a few at that. But like these roses, like I said, it was 101 yesterday. And these roses actually got kind of like scorched. I don't know if you can see, they're like crispy. So that's a thing that happens when it's too hot too early. We'll come over to this berm. And of course we have Sadie. So the snapdragons are doing well, and I think it's kind of interesting. So they're a type of flower that definitely repopulates itself. It's a perennial, but it also loses lots of seeds. So I think I planted 2. And now I'm actually not remembering if they were even in the berm. They may have been in a pot, and then a seed just blew over. But there's like, that one was a new one. These roses are starting to come up. And these were some mums that I'm really kind of happy that grew. So Kay, who's a friend of mine, when she was, I think it's called a coronation, she went from being a pastor to a bishop. And it was this huge, huge, big, really amazing ceremony in Denver. And they had all of these mums there, like so many mums. They're like, just take them home. And so I took, I don't know, 4 and put them in the ground. And these 2 lived. And I don't remember at all what they look like. So it'll be fun to see what happens with that. These lilies are almost here. They're just about as tall as me. There's a sunflower that's about as tall as me. There's a cattail, and she's not as tall as me. Oh my God, can you imagine Sadie as tall as me? Ooh, that would suck. That would suck. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure this snapdragon is just a volunteer. This snapdragon's a volunteer. Still not sure what's happening with these people here. They were just someplace else. I put them in the ground, so we'll see what they end up doing. These sunflowers, and then yeah, the rounds, and I don't see any time coming up yet. And I planted it like 2 weeks ago, unless something like this is time. Can you see with all the debris? Probably not. I can't even see with all the debris. Well, I don't know. I put the seeds down a couple weeks ago, so I would have thought that. But here's a little roly-poly that probably wants to be on the video. Where you at, buddy? There you go. He's like, oh my God. My 15 seconds of fame, yes! Oh, there's an ant. That's fun. Cool. All right, well, where we don't see time, we do see life. Okay. See if there's anything else interesting. Oh, hello. All right, Sadie. Give us a final word or a final pose. Sadie. She's a little twitchy from the cars. Or is there something else I'm not seeing that she's seeing? That looks like a cat. Uh-oh, that's definitely a cattail that's seeing something. Interesting. Oh, someone asked me how come Sadie's the only one out front? Because everyone else, let me get a shot of this back here. Okay, so everyone else is remaindered to the backyard. And I'm just kind of coming forward to show you the cat fence. So you can see what is this thing called? Geez, it's like obviously a big viney thing, and it has these huge orange like trumpet flowers. I don't know what it's called. But anyway, so this is a cat fence that basically, so I have a cat jail going on in my backyard here, if you can see it. And so no one has ever been able to escape it. It's called Purrfect fence, P-U-R-R, Purrfect fence. Best money I've ever spent. So yeah, so it keeps the other guys in back. Do you want to go in the back? And I have this sign for like the utility people when they have to come back. Do you want to go? Go ahead, go. No, then why are you standing at the gate? Okay, she just wanted to demonstrate that she could go through the gate if she wanted to. Anyway, so Sadie came to me. She was already an indoor-outdoor cat, and she had very, 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 very honed street smarts. So once a cat's indoor-outdoor, you can't kind of take that away from them. And she and I got together when she was, I think she was 5, maybe. So, and then T, who was my mom's cat, who passed, he was also an indoor-outdoor cat. But then these other cats that I live with, I tried to let them be indoor-outdoor, like in the front, and it was just so sketchy. Pan, because there's no sidewalk on the other side of the street. Try to zoom in over there. There's about, 100 feet where there's no sidewalk. And so he just laid down in the street, literally just legit was laying in the street. So that was done. And then Blue almost caused an accident. So that's just irresponsible cat, I don't want to say ownership because you don't own a cat, but that's just irresponsible cat, maintenance, I suppose. So then they were stuck in the back just on the catio, and I sort of had the situation. So that's how we came to a compromise and we got the cat fence that allows them to be in the backyard and, have the wind in their fur and the dirt on their feet and kill some bugs and whatnot. But this one is out front. Huh? I like that you found that one little sunny patch. Okay, now do you have any last words for your audience? No? She said you should find your sunny patch too.